Hey guys! Episode 3 from Season 6, Sublimation, is now out, and today we are going to be covering everything from our brand new character Sublime, Lila's new power upgrade, and Mrs. Tsurugi making a return. Right off the bat, we come to learn that Sublime spends a lot of time running with Adrian as she is currently training for the World Championships and wears running blades and uses prosthetic legs. She was born in Belgium and is exceptionally talented and hardworking. Sublime ended up in Paris after her parents Caroline and Severin's divorce, and since then has been actively involved in school clubs where we can even see her spending time with Rose, Max, and of course Adrian. Because Marinette already knows so much about Sublime, she is extremely intimidated and nervous all throughout this episode to even attempt talking to her, which is why we see Marinette following her around everywhere in hopes that at some point Sublime will need some help and Marinette will be able to offer that to her. But it's proven time and time again that Sublime is very resourceful, and it does make me wonder if we'll ever get to see her use Miraculous. Just as Sublime is about to leave for her trials, she brings up Marinette and her behavior to Adrian, which he is completely unfazed by, and explains that she probably just wants to be friends with her, but is having a hard time doing so. Also, can we just appreciate how pretty Sublime is? Like, her hair, beautiful, outfit, beautiful, designs on her prostheses, gorgeous! Look at how cute Tiki is here. Something positive that I wanted to mention about Season 6 so far is that while we've only gotten to see 2 episodes now, I have really liked the pacing of things. New characters are being introduced and in a way that actually makes me interested in learning more about them. There are plenty of comedic moments, but also more serious ones to follow up that really help to balance out the episode and vibe of the season while still progressing the plot, which is really all I can ask for with Miraculous. Back to the episode, Sublime has arrived at her trials, and already we can get a feel of the tension between her parents and their differences. While Sublime's father Severin is happy to help his daughter and doesn't put any unnecessary pressure on her, her mother Caroline is the complete opposite and sees any act of help as a sign of weakness. It's obvious that her mother has put a tremendous amount of pressure onto her to succeed, which is why we hear Sublime tell herself through the mirror, "I will overcome you. No one can stop me from getting what I want, especially not you." And in this case, she's talking about her fears. For the first time in this episode, we see Lila appear, and today she happens to be wearing a completely different outfit compared to the previous episode. Here she's wearing blue jeans, a black hoodie and vest, and again comes prepared with a journal. Something I hadn't even noticed until you guys brought it up in the comments of my last video was that Lila was actually this person at the cafe while Adrian and Marinette were there. It's crazy to think that neither Marinette or Adrian noticed her, but it's even crazier that Thomas himself went to reply on Twitter that she's there, hiding in plain sight. But what does she really look like now? If Lila is going unnoticed, just imagine how difficult it'll be for anyone and everyone to catch on to her while attending school. It's also been revealed that Lila's official name, or possibly temporary name for now, is Chrysalis. This was officially revealed in the end credits of the last Season 6 episode. However, I have noticed for some time now people calling Lila this name in my comments, but I didn't actually think it was real until now. Plus, you guys know that I try to avoid leaks as much as possible, so just a friendly reminder to please avoid sharing anything leak related in my comments. Since Marinette was in the bathroom and overheard Sublime during this scene, she ends up completely misunderstanding what Sublime had said and makes the assumption that she's in love with Adrian and therefore hates Marinette. I don't even want to talk about this. I'm just gonna say it. She's being annoying. And because she thought it would be smart to become Soapinator, soap and water ends up getting into Sublime's running blades, which we can see as she begins to run and results in her running blades breaking. After Ladybug shows up looking for Soapinator, knowing that Soapinator is not an actual villain. I'm sorry, but this is not the Marinette/Ladybug I knew from the London special. We've been reminded time and time again of the consequences of using the Miraculous for your own gain, and that is exactly what Marinette did in this situation. And so for this season, it has been hard for me to watch her character. I feel like similar to the prior episode, Marinette's character just seems to be going backwards until the very end, where she finally seems to be acting like the Marinette we've known for the last couple of seasons. So not only was Marinette Marinette/Ladybug the reason Sublime's trial went down the drain and lost a potential sponsor, but on top of that, causes her running blades, which her dad makes Claire spent months to make completely useless and gets her mother akumatized. I would not want to be friends with someone like that. Caroline, now being akumatized into sublimation, has the power to allow people to surpass their fears and make them the best versions of themselves.
My dear ex-husband.
I don't know why, but that was just so funny to me how she said it. Teased in the intro for season 6, we now get to see how Ladybug's new feature in her yo-yo works when calling upon other miraculous holders, and in this case she called on Cat Noir. I guess when a holder is notified, they maybe feel it in their miraculous, which is why we see Adrien react the way he does. I love how Chrysalis doesn't mention Ladybug and Cat Noir's miraculous to her akumatizations until midway through the fight, when they begin having their own feelings of anger towards the heroes. I also loved this moment between Ladybug and Cat Noir. He's always reassuring her in times of doubt, and that's when it's made clear that being hit by sublimation will be their solution. Cat Noir and Ladybug are the best versions of themselves already, so there won't be any consequences after being hit. As sublimation begins struggling, that's when Chrysalis steps in and blows a kiss, creating an anti-Kuma, which hits Cat Noir and causes for him to lose his powers. In the official season 6 trailer we got from the official Miraculous YouTube channel, there was a scene of Cat Noir being hit by an anti-Kuma again and falling from the sky. I'm almost positive that this scene will be from the episode Daddy Cop, and I cannot wait to see what ends up happening. While Ladybug's lucky charm in this episode was a small compact mirror showing her that she was at fault today, she was still able to repair the damage done to Sublime's prostheses, which made me so happy, and in the end, Marinette was able to apologize to her and speak to her honestly. By the end of the episode, we get this adorable end card featuring Ladybug, Cat Noir, Bob Roth in the trash where he belongs, and Marinette, Adrien, and Sublime having ice cream together. But wait, because now in every season 6 episode, it seems that we will be able to expect an additional scene after every end card, and since we've yet to see the first episode of this season, I can't say for sure if this is the first time, but for our first time, we get to see Mrs. Tsurugi this season, and I just know she is going to be so sneaky and evil. The reason we get to see her though is because it's revealed she will be Sublime's sponsor, and as Severance goes to thank her, Mrs. Tsurugi says, "Don't thank me. I know what it's like to live with a disability." Yes, and I want some elaboration on that disability, because I know
Dang well that is from using the Peacock Miraculous.
But we'll talk about that another day in a whole separate video. Apologies for interrupting though, I'm passionate. She goes to end the sentence by saying, "Sometimes technology can help us work wonders." Can we just take a minute, because this is the view from her place? I'm gonna assume this is like her office. Girl is rich. No, but this is so cool, and this has me so hyped up for future episodes because I just know this is going to be the season that we start to learn more about her and her backstory. And with that, I'm sure that we're also going to get to learn more about Kagami. It's already been revealed that the next Miraculous World Special will be taking place in Tokyo, and from what Thomas has replied to in the past from Twitter, we already know that the special will be revolving around Kagami and her mother, so it would make sense for this new season to also have a larger focus on them overall. But as always, what did you guys think of the episode Sublimation? Next Friday on February 7th, we can expect for Gloob to share yet another new episode, which I'm gonna assume will be episode 4, Daddy Cop. And for the rest of February, we can also look forward to getting the episodes Where Papas, and now episode 11, Revelator instead of Climactic-Queen. Be sure to let me know your thoughts and theories down below, and subscribe so you never miss the tea on the show you love. And an extra special thanks to my Celestial Guardian channel members, Libby, Amandine, F.A., John, Simply Noah, and Eric Schwalls, and I'll see you guys in the next one.